Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of It Skyrim, where we see how many devices we can play the latest Elder Scrolls game Skyrim on. Skyrim has been out since November 2011 and has been released on many devices, but we feel like that's still not enough. Today, we will see if we can play Skyrim on the Game Boy Advance. The Game Boy Advance came out in 2001 and was a super popular handheld console at the time. However, the hardware inside was not even that great for the time it debuted. It was the wide library of games available that made it so popular. It has a 16.8 MHz 32-bit ARM 7T DMI processor and an astounding resolution of 240 by 160. We will be using the later revised version, the Game Boy Advanced SP, because of the backlight built in, which makes it much easier to film. However, besides this backlight, lithium-ion battery, and clamshell design, the hardware remains pretty much the same. The only thing modern about this device is that it ditched its headphone jack for a dongle replacement. So how can we possibly play Skyrim on a Game Boy Advanced? With the help of this thing, the Game Boy Advance TV Tuner. Now this thing was mostly meant for watching over-the-air signal TV channels on your Game Boy, which is actually pretty cool. But unfortunately, I couldn't test this because it is 2018 and all of the television signals in my area are digital and not analog. But this converter also has an AV input. But I am part of the PC master race, and the Game Boy Advance does have a refresh rate of almost 60 Hz. So we will be using this HDMI to AV adapter to go from my laptop to the Game Boy Advance. So to recap, we will be running Skyrim on an MSI gaming laptop, HDMI out to an analog converter, then to the AV input, which will be shown on the screen of the Game Boy Advance. Here you can see Steam on it while we change some of the display options of the converter. And yes, it does have a construct instead of contrast. So we get Skyrim running on the PC, as you can see, using an Xbox One wireless controller, and bam, Skyrim on the Game Boy Advance SP. Sorry Bethesda, but we beat you to it. Is it practical? No. Can you read any of the words on the screen? No. Is it playable? Well, I'm sure if someone was dedicated enough to it, then yes. And if you are that person, please send me your video or Twitch live stream or whatever, because that would be super interesting to watch. But those questions don't really matter to us. We just want Skyrim on more devices, and this channel will hopefully accomplish that. So thanks for watching, and comment below which device you would like to see Skyrim played on next.